age now. Then you come to high school and you hear it from your teachers, probably from your friends again, probably from a loved one. Don't do drugs, say no to drugs. Now, obviously, the person that's closest to you, teachers, friends, family, have told you don't do the drugs, and yet and still, many of you, maybe even yourself, know somebody that does drugs. Whatever type of drug they do, whether it be any type of substance, and then you have alcohol. You need to keep one thing in mind, that the average person that gets addicted to any type of drug always thinks it's not going to happen to me. You see, where I get it from, whether it be marijuana, meth, whatever it is they're doing, you see, where I get it from, it's not from the gangbanger down the street, from the hood or the barrio. You see where I get it from? It's clean, it's okay. Do you know that 90% of the people that get their drug don't always get it from a bad area or a bad person or the slum that's on the corner or the homeless? Do you realize that they get it from their friend, whether it be the cheerleader, the football player, or their friend or next door neighbor? The average person, that's where they pick it up from. So most people think, you see, that can't happen to me. Now, there's quite a few presenters up here. And each and every one of us up here have been doing this for a while. We know that you've heard it in elementary, junior high, and now, as you're older. Do we honestly think that we're going to come up here and force you to change? Quit a habit, kick a habit? Probably not. But that's not our job. That's your job to make a choice. Our job is to make sure that by the time the 45 minutes that we have left in here, that you're better educated. And that when you're out there, you make a better decision for yourself. And for those of you hanging around with someone that does something like that, whatever it be substance, alcohol, or maybe just makes bad choices, you need to watch yourself who you're around. Because those people somehow, some way get affected as well. Okay? That's a nice, clean, healthy pink lung.
Yep.
For those of you that have made positive choices and have not smoked, this is what your lung looks like. Now, take a good look at this next lung. Remember that nicotine hits the system within 3 to 6 seconds. Nicotine is a drug. Nicotine is in between coke and heroin. Yet still everybody's still doing it. Nicotine hits the system faster than injected heroin. For those of you that are smoking, take a good look at this lung. What you see in the center of the lung, which is the white area, that center of the lung, that's injected cancer. For those people that started smoking in junior high, if you're in high school and you're 9th, 10th grade, maybe 11th, this should be about year 3 or 4 for you. If you're close to year 5, be careful. You got to remember that when people have been smoking for years, those people that have been living, that are 60, 70, 80 years old, and you guys say, Grandma's fine. Grandpa's been doing it, it's not going to happen to me. You're absolutely right. But Grandma and Grandpa are smoking what you guys are smoking today. What you're smoking is 10 times worse. They add more carcinogens, more tar, and more nicotine to make sure you stay nice and addicted. Can you see, they're not worried about me.